just speed up the pace of the game, hit like a mid-game timing.
Any melee hero I don't hate if it is a ranged hero.
Okay. I could see TA.
I
TA is actually pretty annoying for Mars.
I mean, the problem... Okay, so I don't have a problem with TA. It's never a bad TA game. But it's also not the best TA game ever at the same time, right?
That's ultimately what you're looking for here. There is that gate rotation already coming out.
See how effective it is. This is a big wave that's pushing in. Xnova is going to have to land some pretty good Fire Spirits to slow down the damage here. PYW is actually going to be the first one to die here. Monet's going to follow him, but they got the first blood. G2.IG probably going to trade out 2 for 2. No, Xnova not quite dying, and it's WhyUSmile who may die to the tower. Stays alive just barely thanks to the last bit of wisp healing that he was getting, but Baboka could keep going. I mean, he could pop a Clarity here and keep chasing, hit an Impale, and maybe he gets the job done, and he does.
All right, I mean, 3 for 1. Super happy about that if you're G2.IG.
Yeah, there's your gate rotation.
That was just not executed well enough. They did not toggle the tower aggro. I don't even think Baboka really killed the creep, right? So that's just too over anxious. Not playing it patient enough.
And now they're just feeding.
TP. Yeah, that's a really bad death to give away here. This lane just collapsing. There's nowhere near close to the action. Very split right now, and like you said, it is giving the Tinker a lot of time to just power up here. Already level 8.5, close to that Blink Dagger. In fact, they're going to make the play on the TA.
Got the pin back, very nice, especially with G2.IG moving across like this. They have plenty of little bits of damage to burn through Refraction.
Needed something, but he finished. He finished Phase Boot, so that was a big secure.
Okay.
Give him some benefit of the doubt here.
Sure.
I mean, why? It's just completely in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, what are you doing here? How'd you end up here? What's your story?
This early game is not syncing up for LGD at all. They will find the Nyx, at least Echo getting something done here, but pretty interesting. I mean, the late game Parasma is definitely something you see. And you can get it between that 3rd, 5th item slot on this hero. It's definitely very valuable, but I guess it helps with your farming speed and everything. They're going to try on the troll. The Ags is being delivered.
So as ult, and he gets it off.
Yeah,
the vacuum almost caught him, but he's just going to be running down lane to his doom. And nothing to say, tries to cover him a little bit with a March of the Machines. JT comes in, beautiful arena, halting all the momentum. They're chasing after the Tinker. It'll save the Tinker's life, though it might cost Baboka's. There's just too many heroes here from LGD. They brought all 5 up to this top fight for the Troll, and now the Nyx Assassin.
Finally, we see these heroes come together for LGD, and the strength of the synergy. Have an early game advantage if they can put these fights together. It's just a matter of getting the heroes to the right point. As Monet is going to start laying into this tower. Another aggressive objective push by him, especially with no ult. He would love to take him down again here.
They're going to start going on him. Nice God's Rebuke once again, stop the charge from PYW. They're going to pop the Supernova, so Monet can try to fight around that one, but the egg, it's not dying fast enough for LGD. It's going to successfully explode, and Xnova turns the spirits onto Shiro. Shiro's in trouble, gets pinned up by JT. Now he's dead. This tower is no saving grace for LGD.
Assassin. Auras on the Darkseer are going to be your green light to try and get that to work for you. G2.IG just continuing to find the pickoffs here. Slowing LGD's game down every time.
Looking for more too. JT runs into Shiro, but Shiro blinks back before he gets caught. JT's still going to go for it. Blinking forward, hitting the Yules, pinned back on the arena. Monet starts going to work. The Refraction has been burned through with the Supernova there on the side. It's looking good to get the kill on Shiro, but it is underneath this tier 2 tower. Is Monet going to be fine? Has to pop his ultimate underneath this tier 2. He's going to be stuck here for a bit, but it's healing up okay still, though. He runs back into the wall with the last bit of his ultimate. They have no disables, though, to keep him there.
Man, the lack of AoE control for LGD, the man up for it here. They're all TPing it away.
I mean, even if Baboka, oh, he got him blind, beautiful. Saw that LGD was TPing away from this Roshan pit. I was going to say, even without a pickoff here, without a TP cancel, they could probably just do Roshan because they know that LGD TP'd away. They get a pick like that on WhyUSmile, makes it even easier for Monet.
What was that back? Start throwing those lasers out with the, the extra bounce, the extra 10% shrink ray. It's a lot different.
This, we should be witnessing the demise of the Amber. Chaining it up, pretty easy. Now they might get caught though. Vacuum back in with the charge. This is a trade-off that LGD would certainly take, especially if they can get even more. A Tinker for an Ember Spirit when Tinker is the most farmed hero on the map and the Ember is the least farmed core. That's a happy trade. Then they got a Nyx Assassin, just the cherry on top.
Get out of this period, because yeah, they're down 10k, but this team fight does not look impossible at all. Charge through, gonna hit the Phoenix only before the Yules comes out.
Got a silence on the Phoenix. Gets a dive, interrupted by the Nether Strike, and Shiro blows him up. Now, big stun out from this Nyx Assassin. Hits Shiro and New. And LGD very cautious, despite getting a pickoff on a big team fight support like Phoenix.
Something done in that initial clash. NKB finished for the TA. We talked about the big items here for Shiro. He's gotten them all now.
Now it's just about finding the right initiation. That's being ruined by JT up on the high ground. JT ruins his own initiation, missing the spear. They commit for him, go for him. Shiro can't quite finish him up, but off the high ground, JT stuck on the low ground. He will die. Gets off the arena with the Supernova, though. They can protect that egg.
Shiro in trouble.
And Shiro is in big-time trouble. Stuck fighting up against both Monet and Nothing to Say with no backup whatsoever. A spike carapace managed to land on Echo. Now Monet is on top of the Ember Spirit as well. Got the ensnare necessary to get the kill. They look for more. PYW hit by yet another Yule Scepter. It just does not stop for this poor cow. He just keeps on getting tornadoed through the air. 3 down on the side of LGD, G2.IG, but you're gonna have to, right?
Yeah, well, I mean,
if you don't fight outside your base, they're coming to your base.
Shiro, my man.
That was a close call.
What are you doing?
JT almost got him. Ogre Seal Totem over the cliff to still catch him. Oh, missed the spear there.
Dude,
Shiro
how is he
really
not
does not want to use the BKB, but he may be forced into it. Oh, what a vacuum! Wait a minute, LGD hit a really nice 3-man vacuum wall. They still can't really get aggressive with it. At best, it looks like a Nyx Assassin kill and a retreat. Nothing to say, back up to the high ground. He is stuck in the wall. They still have vision of him. Monet! He is holding on to his ultimate as he still has his Aegis, but this is a really awkward fight. Echo is going to keep it going. Echo is going to get a slight on something here. Slow down this retreat and maybe get another opening on G2.IG.
That's
another kill opportunity. A vacuum back onto JT with a charge on through. Monet has to pop his ultimate. PYW managed to help get the kill and get out. They just aren't losing any heroes on the side of LGD. They're kiting this out beautifully. Even the Enchantress is surviving through this one.
Still at BKB
Second line on the troll. Monet's back into play. Shiro is ready to go. Now they're ready to dive in. Echo not getting ensnared. Fortunate for him, he will stay alive. Somehow LGD keep everybody up in just a fantastic team fight that seemed impossible to make happen.
I mean, give it to you. That back wall was absolutely nasty at that ramp choke point, and it seemed like after that, G2.IG didn't know if they wanted to fight or not. Do you commit after that? Do you not commit? Your Aeon just get popped on Nyx. He's gone. There's an awkward place to Supernova. But this egg cooldown. And it's going to be wide charging in.
He's trying to get a bit of the vision of the incoming heroes. Nothing to say. He pops out while they try and cover the ground. A vacuum back in wall. Out of the pit they go. PYW charging in onto the Nyx Assassin. They're going to try and blow him up, but Shiro gets hit by the spike carapace. Roshan is dropping lower and lower. Monet might make the commitment for it soon. In fact, yeah, with his BKB, they're just going to commit to trying to get the Aegis now, and that's going to be free for him. LGD playing backwards, trying to retreat. Nothing to say. On the jump forward with Baboka. 2-man stun onto New, and YU Smile sets them up nicely for some cleanup here as G2.IG. Couple heroes get low, but nobody quite dies, and they'll continue to get the pickoffs. Not even New, who was caught in that spike carapace earlier. He won't escape as JT hunts him down. Double kill for Nothing to Say. G2.IG continue to win the defensive Roshan fights.
Just can't find a target to stick on. As NTS, he was on the front line. BKB TP'd out in front of them there. Can't get the charge through, can't get anything on this BKB Lincoln's defense matrix Tinker. And the second he comes back into that fight on top of that Nyx, there's too much firepower for LGD to deal with. Really having issues locking anybody down.
Now they're getting picked apart here. PYW trying to do a bit of lane shenanigans, but
ooh, look at this. He went Strength Blink. Yeah. Bringing back the older Tinker meta here. As amp damage rune for Monet is going to clear away through this high ground. Banner will guarantee it. do have some buybacks here on LGD if they want to try and take a fight with the Enchantress respawn.
Guess it depends on how aggressive G2.IG is going to be. If Monet keeps going for tier 4s, they might just be able to force out the buybacks from LGD. Nothing to say. Waddle him back here. The charge through. PYW stops it to be able to try and stop the Tinker, but the Lincolns blocks the Nether Strike. If only the charge had put him in a position to collide into the Tinker, then it would have been fine, but he was too far to the left. He can't charge the Tinker, he's got to charge somebody else and just hope that it sort of all lines up. Somehow the Troll just gets popped like that. A lot of damage coming out from Shiro, a second life of course. And so LGD continue with their defensive play style. Seen the fight around this area before.
Got to be careful in these windows if you're G2.IG. I mean, that was a fight you didn't have the BKB up on the Tinker. Now, it is a very fast cooldown, but...
See PYW outside of the base. They'll punish him for it.
Still alive.
Not for long. And now a dieback. 2 minutes and a 4 versus 5 for LGD.
Another banner.
Nothing to say, just keeps on blinking into them fearlessly. Pin onto Shiro, the perfect target for JT to end the game with. Without Shiro, it's all over for LGD, and YU Smile will be the one to call it.
All right, those fights were very close to swinging either way, but it felt like what really won G2.IG that game is just the first 15 minutes there. You can see if LGD had pulled ahead better in that early game, if they can contest those Roshans, or if they're the ones doing Roshan and forcing G2.IG to go into them, that's a very different setup.
You can't go below 240 move speed. So what happens usually in the mid lane is SF will get a couple stacks on you.
Of the raises.
Yeah, then he'll get the third one, and then all of a sudden, it's around 3 minutes, he'll lift a wave, he'll dive you, you get that 4th stack, and then you're just a sitting duck. And against Wind Ranger, you don't really have to even use Wind Run to get away from that. You can just walk it off with a 240 move speed minimum cap there.
One of the few
obviously
matchups that really matters, I feel like, right?
Yeah, you also have very high base damage too, so you can out CS them and you have a good nuke.
There it is. The wham bam out of the hat. The Mars, the out of this world. Mars, out of this earth. Mars.
So it's a 5 Enigma, and it's
thank you.
4 Tiny, mid SF, carry Ursa, and offlane Mars.
A little off the mark here for LGD. But Boca's going to swing back in mid. They actually land a Shackle to set up the barrage.
Echo trying to keep him back with the raises. Keeps Wind Ranger at bay. Goes for the kill, but Boca gets the first blood with a TP rotation for BYW, who tries to hit a toss blood grenade to get the kill. Not quite good.
No, Wisdom Runes got traded.
Mew. Little long setup here for X-Nova, but he gets the catch onto the Mars to set up JT's rotation. Actually managed to get off the arena into the black hole on 3. Is this going to be good? Echo's going to be able to hit the double race to finish off Monet. Now nothing to say though. Countering the rotation from Echo is going to try and force him to use the Requiem. The stuns will run out and he'll successfully get off the Requiem of Souls to push back G2.IG. And he will survive at the end of the day. Trading out Mars for Weaver and a lot of spell cooldown. Seems okay. X-Nova, he'll walk out of the cogs. He's fine. Fine and free.
A little bottle refill off the Mars. So still a successful fight for LGD. An early black hole. Neither really does. You can make an argument Ursa's fine abandoning this tower more than the Weaver, but the Weaver is kind of a fighting carry. So if you keep that tower up and you can keep fighting around him as G2.IG, I think you're happy.
Shiro finally forced off of his tower. And as that tower falls, gets ganked. Gets back to the tier 2, doesn't get off his enrage though. Got hit by the Shackle before anything could happen there. Beautiful avalanche from behind though. Setting up the races to get the kill on the gyrocopter. Now G2.IG on the run into the corner of the map. LGD can catch something here. Oh, Miss Spear. Can nothing to say get away off of that Miss Spear. X-Nova just diving in. Ooh, black hole. Okay, YU Smile will stop that TP, and they will collect 3 kills for Echo. Man, he is racking it up this game.
Wicked sick.
They are looking for kills. The SF is very strong, and he only needs one of the 2 between Mars and the Tiny to hit some sort of stun to kind of guarantee it. YU Smile going to be chased down in the top lane, sticking around, trying to push out a lane. Gets punished for it. trying to go for that extra efficiency. Meanwhile, they'll finally catch up to Xnova, who's trying to secure the power rune.
Another Necromastery charge. See how deep they want to place this ward. All right, they'll get it behind the tier 1. Not too bad.
Yeah,
Probably find Baboka here.
They will for sure. Toss him onto the Requiem.
Another stack. I mean, this is getting to the point where these extra Necromasteries are significant.
Yeah.
Spoken back to that ward they had down earlier. They know somebody's probably up here.
Yeah, playing for the Wisdom Rune. Monet, he's going to be the one to break the smoke. They got a toss back, though. On the gyrocopter, don't have to blow Requiem for it. It's a freebie.
Get all the beetles as well.
Still get the Wisdom Rune? Seems like it.
I mean, Xnova got hooked for it, but not going to be worth it in the end. And they're going to get the free Tormentor. Easy for the Ursa to bring down here. Getting a lot of value out of this Aegis period for sure. Experience advantage, gold advantage, objective advantage. I mean, when this Aegis goes down, it's going to help. They're going to try and make a small move here. Before the Mars has BKB.
Yeah, push them around a little bit inside of those cogs, see if they can get the extra burn. Good pick off.
Why just abandon? I mean, he's looking for a black hole there, but it's not worth it. Just feed 2 instead of 1. Take the loss and move on. Nice little pickup for G2.IG. Again, this Pangolier is still incredibly strong. Harpoon already done. He's just scaling. This is not. So quick smoke here from LGD, trying to regain some momentum in this game and some map control.
Yeah, saying you had your fun with the Mars pickoff. We're not going to let that continue to happen.
Not even going to show everybody on that initial jump. 2 still smoked here as they're racing top.
Going for this kill on you. They might be able to get it, but they are so heavily committed here. Requiem goes out. The Mars dies. Nothing to say. There is no cancel to his BKB TP out. So I guess they can make that kind of commitment if YU Smile can't get there with the black hole.
Yeah, no blink on this Enigma, so yeah, if you can space the gap, you're pretty confident on those sorts of dives. But it is a BKB down for the Wind Ranger, so you have to be careful about these. Ideally, you want to use these BKBs to get the SF kills, if you can. Like, that's why you pick this matchup. That's what you want out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're happy to get a core kill for sure. Just got to keep... The BKB still doesn't save you from that focus fire, though.
It doesn't save you from focus fire, but it certainly helps you live a lot longer. Maybe long enough that you know, can wait out the Wind Ranger's BKB. I mean, you're still going to be shrugging off all the, like, Maelstrom damage, for example. Straight up, black hole on, nothing to say, but he had a BKB as soon as the black hole is down. He's walking away. No, he gets bashed. Oh, Shiro. He had the bash lined up for nothing to say and was able to track him down before Windrun could come back up.
It's a big chase, because otherwise that exchange is just awful for LGD.
Yeah.
And we see the genius, the Orchid, with the instant black hole cancel.
Your build.
I mean,
Right? He's going like a right-click build. It's really interesting.
I don't know what this man fight will look like, but I don't think LGD are going to expect it. Oh, what a sick setup.
That is beautiful. Gets a fast kill on the Weaver, taken away. The Aegis tried to go for a black hole on JT, but JT landed on him and canceled that black hole. JT's Rolling Thunder still disrupting some of the backline. Meanwhile, the SF is in trouble, caught on the cogs, and he's just dead. Bloodthorn by Baboka, who's still alive, still kicking it with nothing to say, trying to chase down these heroes. They head up to the high ground. LGD almost posing like maybe they could think and turn around. G2.IG are a little bit low on some heroes here.
Sick grab by Xnova.
Back out.
Finds SF on the backside, just sets all of that up. Baboka walks in and says, welcome to Bloodthorn Gyrocopter. He didn't expect it, but you should have. He does have a Yules here.
He can get the toss back to the neutrals. And then Malefice after that.
Yeah, he's gone.
That's good enough. Wow.
Really
Great
nice
pickup.
catch.
It's okay, the true carries here with the Bloodthorn. Oh, goddamn. What are these blind stuns that keep on happening from PYW and Baboka, man? They're killing it in this series.
I mean, the tips are going out, and well-deserved. I mean, PYW, he had a quiet early game this game, but if you're looking at this net worth chart, he's overtaken the Mars.
What about BKB? Could that have changed the fight? Even if you still die, would you at least get off Requiem? Big offensive potential from the Refresher. The big jump, Xnova able to get away with the jetpack. They actually toss Shiro onto the little clockwork and do finish him off, but he has UC range now. His BKB a little bit off for time, and he turns back around to kill the Wind Ranger with the black hole. Beautifully set up. Why you smile? That's a team fight ender right there. Just casually walks in for a 3-man black hole on 2 cores. JT can't even get away.
Beautiful arena there by New. Got everything they wanted off that OBS plant. And all that's just set up by PYW. No answer in this game from this Tiny going in and doing everything right now for LGD. You don't want to commit spells or items on him. You want to save him for the cores, but meanwhile, he is just setting every kill up on a platter for Shiro and Echo to collect and Mew. Arena just does the rest. They're going to get a lane of racks here for sure. Unfortunately, there's still tier 2 tower standing for LGD on the side lane, so don't think they can get much more here. But of course, that Roshan,
yeah,
I would have said it's going into their hands, but Monet is trying to solo it right now. This is not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs the gyrocopter Bloodthorn to make this play work.
And they're going to go into the pit and be like,
it's a little low, guys.
Who's doing Roshan? That's weird. Oh, hey, the Weaver's nearby.
There's a bug to help him out. I mean, can you stall this if you're G2.IG? They're trying to get here, man.
They are very desperate to try and stall it. It's just not going to work.
Yeah, it's not even close. They know there's no black hole, though. They're going to try and take the fight.
They really are. The Wind Ranger just went through
NTS.
like that. Are you insane? Nothing to say?
Instant Hex. No BKB for him, not expecting it.
And he's just on catch duty. They've already won the fight, so get whatever else you can. And in this case, it's going to be Boboka. Once again, the arena. Monet, this time, the core of G2.IG gets off the BKB before the pin happens.
Roshan. So he is just absolutely massive at this point. Has all the damage and all the survivability in the world. It's just a matter of locking heroes down for this Ursa to chow on him.
And LGD, with that kind of security of Aegis and Cheese, show the Ursa bottom lane and then just run around with 3 other heroes looking for kills. Does that change anything? I just don't think it does. Not with the BKBs available. I mean, maybe in the right circumstance, you slow down the Ursa, but take away some of that overpower that he's so reliant on, but he has BKB.
You have to bait out the BKB and then find this Bloodthorn Nullifier combination. That's what you're looking for here. It would be a wasted arena. Not what New was looking for.
Kind of zones him back, I guess, to be able to take the building. JT takes the opportunity for a jump. Hitting up the heroes. Echo comes in with his first Requiem, blowing up the clockwork. Meanwhile, the black hole again. Why you smile? He just keeps on landing these. They throw out another Requiem to hit the Wind Ranger, finish him off, and even send JT packing. Buybacks, though, coming out. And LGD trying to escape. Won't be able to make it far. They're going to be caught. They have to fight this one. The Ursa's being kited around, trying to go for the kill.
Aegis
Big
in
smash
5
there from the
seconds.
God's Rebuke. The Aegis is going down soon, and they're trying to know. He finished him off. They actually killed them. They could have just waited 2 more seconds and they would have been fine. Now the Ursa's coming back into play and he's just going to tear up this fight. They have no more buybacks left on the side of G2.IG. They've used their last one.
That's it.
On Monet, and it's just nothing left for G2.IG. We are going to a game 3 in this tiebreaker, the 5th game of today between LGD and G2.IG to determine who is going to be eliminated from RIYADH Masters and who is going to be staying alive.
Just too evenly matched. Neither team can gain an advantage in this effective best of 5 as they're going to go the distance here. Both teams have shown some heroes that have worked for them. If you're going into this game 3 as G2.IG, you have to ban this Tiny, right? It's the 2 games that they have won against you have been this Tiny in different positions, just ruining your day. I mean, MVP for me here is PYW. I don't know how he got all that farm he did on this map. I don't know where he got it from, but he put it to dang good use here as he just made those fights impossible for G2.IG.
You know, this Tiny could be pos 4.
Yep.
This Tiny could be mid. This Earth Spirit could be pos 4.
Yep.
We don't know what's going on, and I'm sure G2.IG does not, but I'm sure they have a better idea than us because this is their region, right?
Ooh.
They know the players the best. Looks like we're going to get the snap mid.
That's a snap mid.
Backstab with this Tiny around the level 2 or 3. NTS is susceptible. You have a lot of nuke damage
Nice
that come out.
headshot. That'll ensure the kill on Boboka. So Shiro picks up the first blood. Good start for LGD.
This is the one lane I think they can win here with the double ranged heroes. If you get some deep vision here and you bring numbers, I'm bringing NTS to this part of the map right now. I'm contesting this Wisdom Rune. I'm backstabbing the tower. I'm taking the fight to LGD.
Oh, he gets tossed back into tier 2. So Xnova's going to die off of this one. Will he get the Wisdom Rune as well? G2.IG, they're actually going to fight for this one. Monet's going to drop his ultimate. They go for the Wisdom Rune. They go for the kill on the Tiny, and they do manage to get it. New is also going to just die here in this AoE. The Muerta ultimate, the calling is still going on around that area. They do manage to get those 2 kills. YU Smile did snatch away the Wisdom Rune on the other side of the map, so at least LGD were able to
into the hands of that Snapfire.
And with this off-lane tower being gone so early, they make this rotation through the triangle, and Monet is able to help them out. An area that would usually be protected. Monet is able to kind of invade, put some more pressure there, see if they can find a kill with the kisses. They're going to get it on you. Wait, disruption buys him a little bit of time. There's still going to be a kiss or 2 that lands on him, and that is enough to finish him off. Monet, though, hit by the avalanche, couldn't complete the TP. Now he's going to take out Echo with the hit-and-run maneuver that nets him 2 kills and get away.
That is a very valuable haste rune. Lost the 50. I mean, the biggest maybe dissuader is just the roll-in from the Earth Spirit kicking you back with a Magnetize. I guess that makes the tier 1 mid-siege a little spooky.
Yeah, you combine that with a tiny toss back or even just a combo.
But the long-range poke catches PYW from this tree line. Nice little backstab, and Renee's going to come in here to try and ramp up the pressure and secure this. G2.IG playing pretty fast.
Yeah, I like the way that Monet is using this gyrocopter to be aggressive, take towers, try and, even if it hasn't always worked, like the team fight to try and take those Ancients, like the upside is very high if it does work.
They're going to find you on the back end of that camp, so he secures the stacks, but he will lose his life to a quick ult from NTS. I mean, you gain 1 and you fall back down 2 steps here.
Yeah.
This part of the map has just been owned by G2.IG from, feels like minute 6 or 7. Outside of that one haste rune that Echo got off the 50-50, nothing on this top half of the map has gone their way, and there's some stacks they'll steal. Vessel done for the Earth Spirit, so his damage is online. Really have to find a good fight here with this Magnetized Vessel for Echo. Not only for the supports to get some extra experience, but to slow down the pace here from G2.IG. But Monet, he's lingering around this river.
Disruption, no roll-in. They're going to wait till they reveal some more heroes now to get the roll-in. Straightens on the Snapfire, a beautiful Magnetize. Play it slow, and this fight could be very good for LGD. A turnaround from JT, locking in the Muerta. They're going to go for that kill. They do manage to get it. Echoes is still stacking up this Magnetize. JT is going to try and make an early escape.
Going in.
Has to cancel it as he's the roll-in from Echo. Gets more Magnetize. A crash landing. Big damage. Will that finish off any of these heroes? An Avalanche will get the Crystal Maiden. And Monet, he does not get remagnetized. Echo, I think he might just be running out of boulders. Yeah, he's all out. He used them all in that last fight to get a team fight that actually goes the way of LGD. Even if they lose their Muerta, it was worth a lot for Echo.
Even after that fight, they're still the top 3 cores here, still looking for the tower backstab.
Yeah, still able to dive towers and get picks.
It's another pretty good ultimate, but
the
the burst.
Blinky's stuck inside the colony. He can't use his ultimate. He's just stuck there. Damage finally goes out. The kiss does reach the Shadow Demon, and it kills the Muerta before the TP can go through. G2.IG, they might have hit a little bit of a speed bump that they know they are cruising right now. They just know they're
Muerta will slay this hero in the late game. But
Blade Mail does not protect you against an amp damage from Nothing to Say. He turned a lot of damage back around. Don't get me wrong. It's just a little bit too much for his HP pool. Just unfortunate. They're actually going to go for the kisses with these heroes slowed down. They're going to turn this around with the Gyrocopter ultimate and kisses. The long-range poke almost secures the kill.
I don't know about
Disruption going to come back in, but he got a blink. The blink away from PYW. The Gleipnir does land onto the Beastmaster. You with the one with the Aegis. They'll take that Aegis away. They try and kill him a second time.
They're going to commit.
Seems like Nothing to Say wants to go for it, but a turnaround roar goes out from you, and now he's got the drums, a roar in, and Xnova and Nothing to Say both going to fall in order to get that kill onto New. PYW gets run down on the side as well. A trade-off of 2 for 2 after the round of Aegis.
Man, imagine LGD have all their cores like alive at the same time hitting that fight together. It's a very different story. But it's displaced, and in these mid-game team fights, just let your team power through it. Gonna put a lot more pressure on PYW here to find these toss combinations, maybe isolate heroes, pull those auras out of the ball. Quick little ult, does find an avalanche.
Yeah, the avalanche stops the kisses, which stops the damage required to finish up New. Monet tried to finish it off with a flat cannon and the rocket, but a disruption buys a bit of time. But Shiro's just in so deep, and there's no way out.
Just got melted.
Yeah. He just got rocket barrage down by Monet, and he rushed to Gleipnir, has no force tap or anything like that. So once he's in, there's no way out.
Man, I will say he got ice frogged a little bit in that tree gap with the path. Did him no favor.
Oh, look at that toss!
Oh
That
my
was beautiful.
word.
That sets up a magnetize that will burn out all of these heroes. Maybe even Monet. He's going to go for a TP away, but they have the roller to stop it as well. Echo and PYW, a two-man team that just took down 5.
What just happened? Absolute disaster on a casual tier 2 push by G2.IG. LGD just catch him sleeping. PYW, and he's feeling it right now.
Xnova. He's going to stop the immediate jump here from LGD. But Echo still gets the roll in. The magnetize on to 3, now 4. A full-on retreat from G2.IG as they give up their Crystal Maiden.
They did use triple BKB and the Morta ulti.
They did. They may have jumped the gun on this a little bit too much, and now Echo, his BKB is down. Caught. Nope. Disruption bails him out from that ultimate. A dead shot pushes back Monet enough space, but what a grab there from the pin. Can they get on top of this one? PYW trying to get all of these heroes off of his boys as they're retreating on out of here. They're so close to getting away, but it looks like maybe they're just going to get run down as Why You Smile. New. Any damage? So flat cannon shot and a bushwhack. They get him eventually. The missile bounced over to Echo. He'll be fine.
Will he?
Gleipnir landed onto him. He's got another roll in 2 seconds, so he's fine. The snap fire.
In fact, they got a neutral item for the Morta hero. That can
Oh my god.
That's a good one in the quiver. Did him some big favors here. Downside is they lost their smoke for that play, but G2.IG committing the pit. This is a dangerous committal.
It really is. A dead shot looking for a bit of vision. Doesn't see much. A pit to stop PYW. Echo's going to roll into the Roshan pit.
Oh, this is awkward.
Doesn't find much and had to use his BKB to make sure he stays alive and gets out. So now his BKB has been expended and G2.IG can go back to it.
You commit here if you're G2.IG. Force LGD to jump you again. You have BKB advantage. You have another pit firestorm. You still have your auras up on the
They're not going to do
Underlord.
that. They're gonna smoke and try and get the initiation onto LGD instead of letting LGD try and take the first step.
I mean, you'd love to find the Tiny here. Shiro's just sitting here.
They activated the Roshan Roar. Shiro pops his BKB and his amp damage. How much is he going to be able to get done with it? He kills a Crystal Maiden, but that's a buyback. A Gleipnir out on JT, and Shiro's at half HP. PYW's in some trouble. Of course, Snap trying to get him away. A cookie forward onto a Primal Roar. Up Gyrocopter who will get bursted down by Shiro. They had damage. They didn't respect it. They saw it, and they still walked into it and let Shiro get his opportunity. But with multiple buybacks, G2.IG just planning on running over LGD, not letting Shiro escape. A kick out. They'll be able to finish him off, no problem. Turn back to the rest of the heroes as Echo rolls into all 4 of them here, surrounded by all these heroes, bushwhacked up and controlled easily. LGD damn near get wiped in all of this one. PYW, the lone survivor who did die, he just bought back earlier. Yeah, how are you going to set this fight up? Are you going to go for the toss back first? And then do you kick back after that, or what do you do? Monet pops his BKB. So he gets out of range. The Primal Roar tries to stop him. It doesn't work. JT came in off of his gate. And Shiro's going to go for it. Shiro's going to try and get this kill onto JT, but he had a cheese and he had a pipe. So he was healthy enough to get away. Now the BKB is gone from Shiro. They're tracking him down. They need some help. Only a disruption. That's only going to buy him a pit and some time. And he's going to come back into a world of hurt from G2.IG. Now the carry is dead. They go high ground again.
They're just cutting these fights so well. I think the Roar had to be there on the gyro the second he went under that tower. But LGD not sure if they wanted to commit on him. But again, that's the problem with the Aegis there.
Have to play for a buyback. Another combo for PYW that sets up Echo to hit the Magnetize.
Is it enough?
Is it enough this late into the game with the Satanic on Monet and Aegis to boot? They're going to have to track him down.
Yo,
and
this man's insane.
Yeah, he goes in to commit for the Aegis, has to give up his life for this one. A nice toss, though. It finishes up the Snapfire and gets some good damage onto JT. Now missing their Snapfire, G2.IG have to retreat, and they're just going to give up on a support here. Xnova bombs the freezing field, knowing his doom is nigh.
Is that good enough for a Shiro buyback? G2.IG are going to try and not give this Tiny an opening and cancel his blink as fast as they can. Smoke gets broken on a ward. NTS just going to open up the fight.
It forces a reaction. Echo, he rolls in.
Decent
his
damage.
team playing behind him quite a bit. Now they go in. You looking for his opportunity. Didn't get the roar.
Got Lincoln's blocked, I think.
Yeah, and Monet. Well, his BKB is running out. They're trying to draw out Shiro's ultimate. It's going to fade away soon, and maybe they can reconnect after that. PYW tosses him onto Monet, says, go get him, Shiro, and Shiro obliges with the big Daedalus single target damage. He blows up and finishes off the Gyrocopter for Satanic can come into play, and they take that fight pretty easily, it seemed like.
Ford to sit around here forever, and they're going to smoke up. You have to use this buyback from NTS to get something done here. It's insanely expensive for him.
And you said, how do you start this fight? Well, you just walk in. They're just going to do just that.
This is so dangerous.
Monet with the Lotus. Is it going to be good enough? They give him a cookie to try and hop out, reset. PYW, force staff disruption, just trying to buy a bit of time. But it looks like PYW is going to die, but he got off a combo, almost finishing on Monet, and Shiro delivers the final blow. Now the Primal War can be used onto the Snapfire instead, which is looking at a dieback right now. Shiro could just get the damage done, or maybe Echo can hunt him down. Rolling on through all these heroes, nothing to say. Throws his last bit of damage. A multi-shot does some good work, setting up JT with this clean to finish off some. And now Monet coming in from behind with the grab onto Shiro, no longer having his ultimate. No second ultimate for Shiro means it's going to be a hard way to be able to take this, but they're going to go for it with the TP coming in. Another beautiful combination after combination. PYW and Echo do not stop. They keep on putting them together and using their magic damage to absolutely cream G2.IG.
How did you even go Roshi, or are you trying to end the game? Full buybacks committed by both teams here.
But he's still 2 levels away.
You have to kite these fights out if you're G2.IG. You have to play around the pits. The pits were the one thing working for them in that fight. You do have the level 25 talent for the Underlord, so that pit duration is increased. These things are really difficult to fight through once the BKBs are gone. Unfortunately, triple refresher means you have 6 BKBs here.
Bounces it back onto News Beastmaster, but it doesn't matter, man. Shiro, he's shredding heroes. They're gone. They're done. Shiro's too damn big, and the GG is already called. G2.IG is out, and LGD will move on.
The start of this day, it looked grim for this squad. I mean, they were on the brink of elimination multiple times here, but somehow in the twilight hour, able to pull it back and send their regional brothers home. And Zhao 8 and the boys get the job done and at least be moving in to that play-in bracket with a chance to go to groups. It's still looking shaky for them, but hey, they pulled out some of their clutch picks in the Morta for Shiro, but I still go back to PYW on this Tiny. And this has got to be the hero you ban against this team. Like, why did you give it in this game 3?
Yeah.
Tiny Airlines